How's it going, everybody? Today we'll be talking about getting hired as a malicious adversary, how threat actors are able to circumvent traditional hiring processes to gain roles at companies that they shouldn't be able to. We'll dive into some technical details on how they do this and show an example. To start, the first thing that adversaries need to do is gain access to stolen IDs, passports, as well as an associated social security number. This is required in order to pass a background check, and unfortunately for us, these are widely available on the dark web. This is just an example site showcasing the ability to buy driver's license from the US, Asia, Australia, and others. And many times these come with associated social security numbers. Now today we'll be working with my co-founder, Justin Marciano's driver's license to showcase this in action. Now, the first step in all of this is the adversary wants to create the most realistic rendering of this individual possible when applying. So in order to do this, what they'll generally do is grab this image and try and use it to create this highly realistic resume that portrays this person. So to start here, what we'll showcase is us taking this image of Justin and going through pre-processing it, removing aspects of the image that might give it away that this is a driver's license photo. And then we will then use that to create a realistic headshot of him. So as you can see here, we're going through removing all of the blemishes, kind of trying to restore this image to a high quality. Now, using a new tool, Deep Live Cam, we are able to take this image of Justin with a white background and then take a professional headshot or stock photo we found online and merge those two to create a headshot for Justin to use in this resume. Now, again, this is meant to create this realistic rendering of what Justin would look like in a professional setting to then utilize in that resume. So you'll see here that we are able to generate that, and here's the headshot that we were able to put together. Now, moving on, the next step we take is using ChatGPT to learn as much as it can about Justin Marciano and generate a resume for him. Now, while attackers in the past have been able to find this information on their own, now they can utilize AI tools to automatically scrape the internet and generate these things for them, making these attacks much easier and able to execute much more quickly. You'll see here that it's able to identify the role, obviously Justin had identify, as well as some of his previous roles in education as well, even going as deep as to talk about his skills, his mentors, his book recommendations, and even more. Then what an adversary is able to do is take this and actually create a formatted resume with that headshot, making something that looks really realistic, looks high quality, and looks like there's been work put into it and effort put into it, despite all of the AI tools that we use to create it. Now, let's say we submitted this resume and now we are going through the interview process. Well, we can use Deep Live Cam, an open source tool, to now create a live deepfake of Justin in this scenario, just using that one photo of him. We can use OBS, which is a virtual camera, to actually capture that and set it up as a camera on our device. And then we can go and join Microsoft Teams as an interview and be Justin on the call. And so this next step will showcase that. You'll see here that we're setting the window here for OBS, the virtual camera. And now we should be going over to the interview link very shortly. As you can see here, we'll go ahead and join just like normal. But as soon as we open up Microsoft Teams here, it will not be me on the camera. It will actually be the version of me as Justin. And now we have successfully joined the meeting, and we are able to successfully join, and we are off to the races in the interview, ready to get started. And at this point, it's really just up to the adversary to convince the other person on the line that this actually is them and that this is a real person. And at this point, they would have the materials to pass a background check and even more. Again, you'll see here now we are let into the interview, and again, it's off to the races. Now, this is all meant to showcase the threat that exists today in the hiring space. While in the past, background checks were a very viable method for being able to prevent somebody who shouldn't be working at a company from working there, this is no longer the case. With the wide availability of personal information online, including social security numbers and stolen IDs and driver's license, in combination with the rise of adversarial artificial intelligence, we're going to see a huge spike in this hiring fraud, whether it's for criminal activity, whether it's just to make a quick paycheck without having your identity associated. There are many different ways that adversaries and scammers can use this against you. And so it's important to remain diligent and use tools like Identify to try and detect these things and verify in real time that the person you're talking to is exactly the person you expect it to be. To learn more, give us a visit at https://identifai.io. Thank you.